Hi Aquarius, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for April 2015. This month I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you and pulled an additional card from Doreen Virtue's Archangel Michael Oracle cards. If you'd like to learn more about me or schedule a private reading with me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. Now on to your reading for April 2015, Aquarius. You have a really interesting layout today, and a lot of it circles around love or romance, it seems. The first card you have in your layout today, you have the Four of Rods. And the Four of Rods is a card to me that symbolizes a wedding. It can be attending a wedding. It can be your wedding. It could be you throwing a wedding for somebody you care about. This card can also indicate great success. I hear there's a great deal of internal pressure happening for you right now, Aquarius, and you feel like you want something to happen. For some of you, what you want to happen is in regard to finances and money for some of you. Judgment's going to come down hard against you if you don't take a step back and wait. I'm not sure what they mean about this, so I have to listen further. I hear that you want things to happen faster than what they're going to or what they are, and that for some of you, you may be going around in circles in your mind a little bit. I hear many of you are going to be engaging in a very promising relationship, romantically speaking, and you will be stepping one foot out the door in that regard. If you've been feeling like your love life has been stalled, it is getting ready to start moving. It may start out in the form of a friend that turns into a lover, that turns into a relationship. It just depends on which Aquarius you are on how this is going to play out for you. I feel that many of you Aquarians that are single will be taking a big step or a big leap out of your comfort zone and getting into a relationship that's either unique or unusual in some way, and possibly getting engaged if you end up getting married to this person. There is possibility of engagement here. There is something unusual or unique about this relationship in some way. Now, for some of you, this could be because the person is just nothing like anybody you've ever been involved with before. It could be that. Or it could be unusual or unique because of what you have in common with each other, what interests or work you do. Maybe you've never been involved with somebody that had these kind of interests or work, and they're similar to what you do. It could also be those reasons. For some of you, I feel you'll be making a commitment of some nature here in the month of July. This could be an engagement. It could be actually the marriage. It could just be at that point the two of you know you're going to be together and you're making that verbal commitment to each other without the documentation or piece of paper or official ceremony. It could be that. But July is significant here for many of you Aquarians in regard to this situation. Now, as I said on the other videos, all Aquarians are not born on the same day, at the same time, on the same year. So this will make timing vary for you Aquarians. Now, so you have to keep that into consideration. But July is coming up here is very significant. Actually now, the month of April, moving through August, but especially April through July, is going to be a time of this kind of opportunity or relationship appearing, moving forward, doors opening here. in regard to this romantic partnership. So I'm happy for you, Aquarians. That's good news. I feel there's going to be a great deal of love and money circling around this marriage or partnership or union. Uh, that the two of you are either both coming to this relationship with a decent amount of money behind you, or the two of you, in many cases, I'm hearing, are going to generate money together as a couple, as well as whatever you've done on your own. And I do hear that this is someone that will be delivering promises and keeping them. They're not going to leave you hanging. This is not somebody that's going to tell you pipe dreams or tell you things you want to hear and then get you up to the altar and leave you hanging, or just make promises and then, do everything the exact opposite of what they're claiming that they want to see or have happen. It's not going to be that kind of situation. This is somebody who's going to come in and really take the ball of this relationship and run with it. So, you're going to be feeling secure about this relationship, Aquarius. Just know that. I hear that the two of you are going to be really kind of giddy and happy and singing songs together and running around, going to different places and seeing different things. You might be traveling, could be short distance travel. But I really see your mood elevated and a lot of happiness around you and really enjoying yourself. And the best part about it is because your partner is on the same page as you. It's not like you're wanting and waiting or pining or wishing and then, getting thrown crumbs here and there just to keep you dragging along and dangling on a string and then reel you in when they want you and let you out like a yo-yo when they're too busy doing something else. You're not going to experience that here. This person wants to be with you the same way you want to be with them, and your interests are very similar. So I'm not seeing like one of you really into something that the other one finds totally boring. I'm not seeing that happen. So, and I really see you having fun together. So that's good for you, Aquarius. You need fun in your life. We all do. For many of you Aquarians, I'm hearing that this is a marriage that's coming around for a second time. So either you've been married before and you're getting married to the same person again, which I'm actually shocked about how much that does happen. I've run across that with many people in in my lifetime, and it surprised me, but it could be that. But I feel it means for many of you that you have been married before and they have been married before, or just they have been married before. But somebody's been married twice here. This is like the second marriage for some of the parties involved here in this relationship. I feel some of you Aquarians have dealt with relationships and marriages in the past, relationships and or marriages in the past where other people have really interfered. They've tried to stop the relationships or you've been in or interfere, cause trouble, gossip, try to break it apart, whatever. Family not approving. It could be any which way, whatever. But that's not happening in this case. So that's good news for you. For you married Aquarians, I hear that you may be getting some things off your chest that you've held close to the vest or been tight-lipped about. And I see you want to see some changes in your relationship for you already coupled or married Aquarians. You could be going to marriage counseling, or one of you could be going to therapy and unburdening yourself to a therapist about things you've been unhappy about that have gone on in the marriage. But I do see for some of you, you're going to be trying to change your relationship for the better. I'm also seeing you wanting other things to change, like either redecorating or getting rid of things. like feeling like your space needs to change at the same time. You might want to move. Maybe you're going to change a room into an office in your home, or, a room that had been a bedroom into a studio, or change a room in your home to a gym, like a home gym. I just see that some of you Aquarians want change, and you're going to do changes to your home and try to work on your relationship and improve it or clear the air and settle scores, so to speak. This is for you already coupled or married Aquarians. The next card you have in your reading today for this April 2015 psychic tarot card reading, Aquarius, you have the Ten of Rods. And the Ten of Rods is a card to me that symbolizes carrying some heavy burdens here, but traveling on a new journey and to new and better horizons. These burdens, sometimes they're blessings because it's the knowledge and experience that you've gained through the troubles and adversities and struggles you've had to go through. If any of you are selling your home, you're going to get an offer fairly quickly, and I feel like somebody's just going to swoop in and buy it out from under you. That's for those of you that have your house listed for sale. I feel a sale is pending very soon. I feel for some of you Aquarians, January was a troubling month for many of you, and you had to leave some things behind. That could be so many things. That could be a job, a relationship, family matters, a business. It doesn't matter. I just get some of you Aquarians really had some troubling times in the month of January, and you had to move away from it, which is interesting because this card is moving towards better horizons. That is what it means. But this is what my guides are telling me for some of you, why it's showing up. I hear that many of you Aquarians are not going to be bogged down by details anymore, and that you're going to be ticking through a list of things one by one and moving through different plans and projects pretty quickly. If you felt stalled, I feel that those times of that stalled feeling are behind you, and any details that were stickling points or dragging on are not going to be hindering you anymore. I don't get you hung up in ways that you've been getting hung up in the past, especially over the course of the past 2 years. The past 2 years have really had a lot of snags and snares and delays and details and little disruptions and snafus and snags for many Aquarians. But I feel like you're moving out of that time frame now based on what I'm hearing. I hear better opportunities lie in front of you now, Aquarius, and that some of you are going to be getting some real jumps and benefits with whatever it is you're working on. If it's any jobs, job opportunities, projects, business deals, different kinds of employment, your own self-employment and promotions. I hear that you're going to be cutting some deals, some of you Aquarians, and they're going to be quite spellbinding contracts, my guides like to say. Now, I'm going to address that statement here. I know I've said it before. When my guides say spellbinding contract, I've had people ask me what that means. To me, it means it's going to be really good and kind of mesmerizing and like, wow, like almost awe-inspiring that you can't believe it. It's so good. Like being cast under a positive spell. Spellbinding is not a bad word. When they say a spellbinding contract, it's going to be like amazingly good and to your benefit. That's how I perceive that message, because there is one of my guides that does like that phrase. I've heard that quite a few times when I do these readings. And I do hear that you're going to be making a lot of money, and your significant other is also going to be making a lot of money as well. So that also came up with the other card of Four of Rods. So if you're not coupled yet and you're getting ready to get coupled, you and your partner are both going to be bringing in a lot of money together. If you're already coupled, then it still applies. So it's coming up with this card. Now, the card you have crowning your reading today is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is a water sign female. This can be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. And the Queen of Cups to me is somebody that is very emotional. They can operate a lot of times from an emotional place. The Queen of Cups can be somebody that has deep sensitivity and very deep emotions and operate at times from their emotions, make decisions based on emotions. She can also be very in tune with her feelings. She can be somebody who can give a lot of love and attention and emotional support. She's very giving, caring, loving, and sensitive and emotional. If she's operating from the negative side of the Queen of Cups, she could be prone to having scattered energy, scattered thinking, scattered emotions, and just scattering her forces and energies everywhere. And she can be too erratic with her emotions. She can, just jump the gun or fly off the handle uh, due to an emotional response. Sometimes the Queen of Cups can have addictions to alcohol. That's sometimes possible here. I feel for some of you, you've really been going round and round in your mind about this queen. For some of you, I feel like she's your daughter. For some of you, she could be a love partner or a sister or a mother. But really, she comes up first as somebody you've really kind of had struggles or issues with or doubts about, or feeling like things have gone astray with her or your dealings with her. She's somebody who makes a lot of plans and then breaks them. She doesn't keep her promises. She's somebody that makes a lot of plans and promises, but I don't feel that she's good at keeping them. She comes up here as very afraid and timid right now, kind of like a scared little rabbit. So she's got a lot of fears going on around her right now. I hear she keeps a lot of her emotions all bottled up inside, and then it's like she doesn't really know what to do with them. Like then she's lost. She wants to unleash them and get rid of them, and she doesn't know what to do with them. So it's kind of interesting. She's a bit complex, and then she'll like all of a sudden have an outburst of like all this emotional like waterfall of emotions come out of her, and you're like, where'd that come from? Because she does bottle up a lot of things inside. I think she's coming to a crisis point for many of you. You're going to find that out about her. She's made a few mistakes and bad decisions, and she's coming to a crisis point at this time. Feels she's also swinging between two pendulums, tears of joy and tears of sadness. I get like this big emotional swing with her right now. I feel like she's never really solid and never really happy. I feel that she's got an air of like a mist of depression that circles around her, and there's a lot of tears that come from her. I also pick up there's a lot of tears that come from her. She's got a lot of sorrows deep inside of her, and it's like she's yearning and longing for things. For some of you, she does have an addiction problem. She could be addicted to cocaine or heroin or alcohol. For some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, she's young. She's in her, late teens or in her 20s, maybe even very early 30s, but I do feel that she's really going through a crisis point right now. And I feel that you're actually going to bring her some peace and contentment and joy and some kind of solace. I feel that you're going to be there for her, to comfort her, to give her a shoulder to lean on or to cry on, and to be a support system for her. There's a great deal of love that circles around the two of you in this relationship. I hear she's feeling very deprived of love and affection right now, and she's actually holding out her cup. The Queen of Cups is holding out her cup saying, I want more. I need more. I need some. She needs love, affection, attention, support, care. That's what's coming up with her right now. For some of you, she's quit her job. She's left her family. She's on her own. She could have been someone that experienced abuse from a partner. That also comes up here. She's somebody who's really cried her eyes out, and her soul is really longing or searching for something right now. This is a woman that's in a lot of pain, and I think many of you Aquarians are going to have some idea. You'll either know exactly who I'm talking about, or there's somebody that's going to come to your head. This could be a good friend to you, or somebody that's like a family member. If it's not directly related to you, like a sister, or if she's not directly related to you, like a daughter or a sister, or a niece, I feel like she's a good friend then, or someone you're very close to. For some of you, you could be romantically involved with her. It's possible, but really, first and foremost, she comes up to me as someone that is family related to you. But you do have a lot of love and care for her. Make no mistake about it. You definitely do. Now, the next card that you have here in this layout, see, this is what I said about love, Aquarius. You got the Lover's card here. Now, the Lover's card is an interesting card because, as you can see, there's an angel up in the corner looking down at the two lovers. And often the lovers is getting interfered with by outside forces, children, family, jobs, uh, could be anything. Ex-wives, ex-husbands, anybody could be interfering here. So a lot of it depends on what's around or what else comes up with the Lover's card. You can't just go by that it's the Lovers itself. There's a real deepening of the souls here. This card also symbolizes not to give up on love. You and another person are going to know and sense and be in tune with each other's needs and wants. You are drawn to each other like magnets or moths to a flame. You're going to find that the superficial becomes trivial to you and unimportant. Your bond with this person, even if it turns out to be fleeting, will be of utmost importance to your soul's growth and development. You will be united as one, and passions will be running high. If it is long lasting, it'll depend. This relationship could be a lifelong partnership as long as fears don't cloud the picture. Either this person is in your life right now or entering it very soon. I do hear the big picture is about to change and your life is ready to take a swing upward. This partner coming in for you has been treated unfairly in relationships recently, and so have you. So you're both coming to this relationship from like the same place. This is going to make you feel more bonded together and your relationship actually feels stronger. If you've had any trust issues in the past, this will be dissipating because you're going to be able to completely trust this person. I'm not feeling that there's going to be any lies of omission or guilt over past issues clouding this relationship with the two of you. All those issues were brought to you by other people that are now behind you and in the past. For some of you, you may feel a little bit scared and might want to see other people at first just because it the relationship might like bring in some unsettling feelings to you and make you a little nervous in the beginning. You may also try to keep some things from this person in the beginning due to fears or anxieties of relationships in the past, but I hear that you're not going to be able to do that. I hear that ultimately you will be telling this person everything. So all things that maybe you would have kept to yourself in the past, or that you feel like maybe you should keep to yourself in this relationship, I hear that you're going to end up not doing that. You are going to be ending up telling each other everything. It's going to be quite an open, honest relationship, which is going to seem very refreshing to you Aquarians out there. Now, in your outcome card for the tarot portion of your reading today, I also hear there's going to be a great deal of spontaneity between the two of you, so that's always fun. And any types of feelings of jealousy that maybe you've had in the past are going to be non-existent in this relationship, because I totally feel that the two of you are going to trust each other completely. I'm not seeing you have question about loyalties at all. I'm not seeing you question the character or loyalty of this person coming in for you, nor are they going to be questioning you either. For many of you, I do pick up that there is going to be a marriage here between the two of you. Some of you may be skittish about that or not feel like you want to do that again, but I feel ultimately you will actually do that. At some point, I feel for many of you, it will be legalized through a marriage union. So that's interesting. Now, the next card you have in your layout today, Aquarius, for this April 2015 Psychic Tarot reading, you have the World. And the World to me is a card that symbolizes control. This is the planets in the heavens, the spirit guides around you, and your own will even coming in here to help give you control. I hear many of you Aquarians have really had to overcome a lot of obstacles to get to where you are right now. There's a great deal of unhappiness of those that are around you or are connected to you that have watched you step out of some muck and mire towards some really good times, better horizons, and some success, because you're leaving some people in the dust. There's some people that feel like they want you back in the mud puddle that they're in. So you may start to notice or experience some people having some duplicitous feelings about you, Aquarius. They may be that they like you, or they want to, they have good feelings about you in some ways, but in other ways they're kind of begrudging you a little bit. Your successes and joys, or just mainly because you're stepping out of some muck and mire that they don't feel like they're totally out of yet. So you may find that there's some family members, friends, exes, coworkers that are kind of a little, disgruntled about your positive moves forward here, Aquarius. But don't let that stop you or hold you back. You've been through quite a lot, and you deserve all the good things, just like all the signs do. You deserve your shining moment in the sun. So don't let that hold you back in any way. And I do hear that many of you are going through some closures here of ending some relationships that you've had for quite a while, closing some doors on the past completely. This can be relationships of all kinds, friends, business associates, relatives, romantic partnerships. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's like going across the board. Relationships and doors closing of all kinds here comes up with the world with the card of control. So that's an interesting message that you actually gain some real control here, uh, and have a lot of power by closing some of the doors that you're closing. It's not a hindrance, it's actually a benefit to you that you're doing that. I feel many of you are going to be entering a new fold, meaning a new family and new friends are going to be coming into your life. So you're moving away from some old people, old relationships that have been stale, holding you back, holding you down, but you've got new ones coming in. You have a new family coming in, and you have new friends coming in. And this very likely is through the new partnership. I know not all of you Aquarians are leaving your marriages or relationships, but many are, and many are single. Those of you that are single and are have ended marriages, you're the people that the new family is coming in for, and friends. For you married or already coupled Aquarius, I feel that you're going to find yourself in the spotlight in your family or with your friends. If you're already coupled and you're not the single Aquarians going out there, the spotlight is going to be on you for some reason in your family for you non-coupled Aquarians. And it comes up again, you non-married, you non-single, you not single Aquarians, you married and coupled Aquarians are going to be making changes. Changes. I keep seeing homes changing in some way, and you wanting things to change. So you're like the impetus of change in your life and your family right now, if you're married or coupled. For those of you that are single, the change comes to you through new people, new love, new partnerships of all kinds. So you've got two different types of Aquarians here. But if you're the married and coupled Aquarius, spotlight's going to be on you. And as I said, some of this has to do with the changes that you're going to be making. A lot of people are going to be paying attention to you, Aquarius, no matter who you are, single or not single. You will be having the spotlight on you one way or another. You kind of can't step away from it. So, uh, if you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you, because people are going to be looking at you and paying attention to you one way or another. Now, with the outcome card of your Doreen Virtues Archangel Michael Oracle cards, you have the favorable outcome card, Aquarius. Woohoo! That's a good one for you. Sounds like it. This reading sure sounded like it to me. You got favorable outcomes coming one way or another. And the prayer here on the card says, "Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith." I hear that many of you Aquarians are finding things come to fruition that you've been waiting for. So for those of you that have been waiting for a new job or a new partner to come in, or whether it be a partner in business or love, or you've been hoping to sell your home and you've been waiting for somebody to make an offer or somebody to buy it, or you to get a business deal or get a promotion, whatever it is, Aquarian, you've been waiting for it. Now it's coming. It's happening now for you. I hear you're going to be like Fort Knox. You are slamming that door shut down hard on the life and the people that have caused you pain, trouble, or ill will in the past. I'm really seeing you walk away from your past. It's really unusual. Like, I'm seeing you turn away from all things that didn't work for you, even mentally, even not just actual closing the door on relationships, which I really truly feel that's what many of you are doing. I also feel mentally and emotionally you're shutting doors down and walking away from things too. And I hear many of you are actually going to be kind of rewarded because you went through proper channels and you did things properly, especially in a spiritual sense for many of you. And that so grace is being shown on you right now. They're calling it grace. And I'm not totally familiar with the law of grace. I think I understand that to a point, but that's what I'm hearing because of things that you've done and steps that you've taken that you needed to take to settle debts, to solve karma, to heal, because you followed the steps and channels you needed to do. Now the divine power is shining grace on you and your life right now. And I feel that 2015 going into 2016 are going to turn out to be really great for many of you Aquarians. So I'm happy for you. I hope this reading was of help to you and that it made sense to you. I want to say thank you so much for watching and sharing my videos. Thank you for liking them. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. If you're interested in learning more about me or you would like to schedule a private reading with me, please go to my website, theluckymermaid.com. I wish you a fantastic month of April, Aquarius, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.